Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Kyle Allen and the Houston Texans.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Dolphins ready to go to work on offense, led by their second-year quarterback out of Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So out come the Texans in great starting field position. They'll be led out by their 4th-year man from Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense... Has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And some room to run now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but with 4th down. Center's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These 2 teams all tied after 1. They'll run on first down. Pierce. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To the air. Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Get a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Tua. A quick slant to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. From midfield, here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jonathan Grenard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, it's Pierce. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So possession. Goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones.
I think it all all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 and now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Tua, and it's caught. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tua to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen. Buying time to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
The shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So that would have been something. Avail comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. James Robinson, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 2nd and 7, Allen flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Hill to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 44, Allen. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go again with Pierce. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Cooks on the quick slant. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Pierce. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pierce, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Royce Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the final act came from Royce Freeman on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 31, Allen flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing on second and long. Allen looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
3 yards remain for second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 3, second and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Salvon Ahmed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
2nd and 10. Now Allen steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. This ball is caught by Shaheen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And on the ground they go with the running back. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Salvo. second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our